Hi, Tea Society. Welcome back to the Antisocial Planet. And today we are checking out Tower of God Season 2, Episode 3. And I think I'm still excited for this. I feel like I'm just bracing for impact because of what people have said about how this series kind of shifts and becomes a little bit different as the series goes on. But I'm also like not ready for reliving some of the story that's coming up because I'm like, oh no, I remember how much I cried during this. But I'm still having fun, I guess. It's fun to go back and see how it all started before Team Sweet and Sour was actually Team Sweet and Sour and be reminded of all those stories and seeing how Viole becomes more of the character that we see him later on. And it's a little bit nice to have a breather from Hill Train stuff because that's the arc I'm currently in the webtoon, and I do just need a break. There's a lot happening. In 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. I was expecting the lo-fi music. I mean, there's gonna be other stuff going on to entertain you. Don't be complaining too much. Ooh, the way that the music shifted. The moment. It's the shift. Look at the determined little face though. Oh, I was just like, look at his cute little face, and then we got the cheeks being pinched. All the different music choices. Love the painting of her eyes there. He's just like... Mom's like, no thanks. He's too busy being stoic. Good luck with that. I love how the team's starting to come together. Stranger danger! Definitely don't take candy from strangers. It's okay. Protective team has started. It's seen what's going on. I bet she did. Mm-hmm. Just growl a little bit. Calm down. Yeah, don't take candy from strangers. Oh. Oh no. Here comes Big Sis. God. I have so much anxiety even though this is like a sweet little interlude. What a sweetie pie. It's so nice to see them just like relaxing and playing games. Like, especially this far up the tower. How often does that happen, let alone later on? It's a bit of a weird shift there. Without like an edit. Oh, specific. He's like, this is what I'm going to do to celebrate. Oh. Ooh, I hate that. I hate that sound. Which is probably like the point. But it stresses me out. I don't like sudden noises. Even though I knew it was coming. I'm still like, ugh! Ooh, that was a long cold opener. I didn't even realize. I was like, oh yeah, we haven't done it yet. Thank you for giving me a musical interlude after stressing me out with that alarm sound. Okay? I don't even use alarms when I have to wake up. Freaks me out. I do really like the style of this opening. The like scrapbook feeling. But there's also like something sinister to it, as there should be. And some of the stuff that's gonna happen. I keep noticing little details in it. It's so much easier to figure out what they're talking about in openers when I'm like, I already know part of the story. Don't give me the layered voices and the music. Like the cute little graphics to explain the games. Tests. Shouldn't call them games. We all know how these turn out. So choose wisely. I love the shift between like the different room numbers. Yeah, I was like, I can't be for Viole. So excited to see this fight animated. I hope it's good. Yeah, no pressure. Don't be trusting. Don't take candy from strangers. She's so cute. Mm-hmm. The lack of trust here. I mean, warranted. He's paid muscle. Oof. He's in his cynical era, isn't he? I mean, beautiful coloring, but like you, yeah. Mhm. He's just like, I don't have time for this. Yeah. There's a very stark difference here in power levels. I think that this is when they become bros. Mm-hmm. Yes, there is. Logically, maybe not, but you're definitely gonna do it. Mm-hmm. You're both idiots. Yup. It's personal. He has to save her because there's someone he didn't save. They like shake on the camera. He's very aggressive. Yeah, I was gonna say, you're being aggressive and scary. Oh. Oh. I love this. It's so cute. He's just like, fine, I'm the idiot. Mm-hmm. That's, yep. Like, there's a lot of money on your hands for someone who's like, I just want to make kids happy. He is scary, isn't he? She's a dad, though. Scary, but better off teaming up together. Mm. Team sweet and sour. Ugh, don't ruin it. Like he was trying to make it like his shonen moment, and she's just like, don't. It's no way to make friends. Apparently it is though. Oh, I like how they're smiling at each other though. Unlikely. Kill? No. Get you out of his way? Yes. Of course he would. Did you see his eyes? He's got a lot of bangs in the way. Oh. Think it perhaps. Is it? Oh yeah, I had erased that from my memory. Good reason. Man of few words. Apparently there is. You've been told to behave. That accidentally. It tends to be something that comes up in these tests quite a bit of like, oops, someone got injured or killed. True. Oh, not those ones. Some of the other people, though. You'll get there, Prince. Got more tricks. Whoa. I love the pickup of the music, too. I'm glad that this got to have cool animation. Because I'd be so upset. I remember this fight so much because, like, up to this point in the story, we haven't seen a lot of, like, rankers or people who are in charge of tests, right? We haven't seen a lot of their abilities up to this point in terms of, like, fighting more in earnest, right? We've seen them doing little things for the tests and stuff because they're trying to, like, test abilities that the other, regulars have, but we don't usually see them, like, actually fight in earnest until, like, later on when the power scaling starts to go up quite a bit. And this is kind of one of the first real times we start to see it because Viole is quite a bit higher than most of the people around him at this point of the tower, let alone what he's going to be like later on, right? So it's I remember it just like it's standing out to me being like, oh, this is what it's like not only when someone is actually fighting more in earnest who's a ranker, but also like is kind of okay with the idea of killing someone, most of the time too when it's in a test they're like, oh, I can't kill one of the regulars, that's not allowed. Whereas like Love goes into this being like, something might accidentally happen, who knows. I know it shifts as the battle goes on, but still. A little chibis. Waiting inside. That's the strategy. In defense of Wang Nan's let's wait it out and not engage strategy, one of his best strategies he's ever had is dodge and run away. It works out almost all the time for him. I feel like just stick to what your strengths are. I love that we're starting to build up all those blocks, right, of the characters, Team Sweet and Sour, the main kind of cast that is going into this. And I think that this is such an important starting point in that story because going into the season, suddenly we don't have all of the characters from season 1, right? To have that anchor going into season 2. So you need to really quickly introduce this large cast of new characters, and you need to make us care about them, and you need to make us believe that they all get along and could be the ensemble going forward. So it's nice to have the moments of them like playing games, playing cards, and you see them like the way that they're interacting and the way that they have these similarities, even though they start off very antagonistic towards each other, in like parallel to Bomb's story as Viole, like very much separating himself from that before he gets incorporated into everything, and also just like setting up some like cool fights going forward. Of up to this point, the previous 2 episodes, it's been like, oh, at this point where Bomb is at a power level, no one has even come close to defeating him, getting people held in place with Yua and Prince, right? Like we've seen him just be like blasé and just moving forward, and now we're seeing him actually have to struggle and like figure stuff out. So it's adding in the stakes for him as a character as well, that even though the people that he's encountering as regulars doing this test aren't measuring up to him on a power scale, there are so many more powerful people in the tower, and just because he can breeze through some of the tests doesn't mean that he is at a ranker level or higher or anything like that at this point. So it's just fun to go back through some of it, and I'm happy that we're at least getting some cool animation so far with the fight between Viole and Love, because I do remember that being just something that's like in my brain. Like I can remember like whole panels of it, because it was such a cool moment of getting to see not only some of Bomb's abilities, and again, like he's gonna have to try a lot more in this, he used his abilities a lot more in this than previously in this season, but also to see like more rankers using their powers and their ability set and all of that. So I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click this play to go into my previous reactions, or you can subscribe so you miss next time I post a Tower of God reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye.